I was always looking for a simple strategy that works without overcomplicated things. In the end, I found it in the classics: trend plus support and resistance levels. This combo has brought me over $10,000 in profit, and I recorded the whole process on video. In this video, I'll show you my real trades and explain exactly how I analyze the chart. Watch till the end. Even a complete beginner will be able to repeat this. Hi, I'm Kofi. I've gone from blowing my first accounts to building a stable income from trading, and now I share that experience with you. Subscribe if you want clear strategies and fewer nerves when staring at the charts. So today, true to the title, we're going to try to make 10,000 bucks by following the SuperTrend. How are we going to do it? First, we need to turn on SuperTrend. Let me give you a bit of theory. SuperTrend is a very simple indicator that points up or down, basically telling you the current trend direction and where to look for trades. But here's the thing. This indicator, to put it plainly, kinda lousy. It throws off a lot of market noise. It can flash shorts while price keeps trending up for a long stretch. Sure, you can fix that by using longer expiries, say 10 to 15 minutes, and only taking, for example, puts, with small risk, 1 to 2% per trade, so you can cover if needed. But then everything stretches out and it's slow. How else can we use it? We can use SuperTrend as a dynamic support resistance level, where price is currently reacting. Here it's support, there it's resistance. You mark the price range and work from there. Alright, let's dig in and see how to apply it. I'll set 30%. I'll set 30% risk, about $480 on a balance. We'll adjust the expiry on the fly. I'll show it in practice. We can clearly see support and resistance here. Support below, resistance above. Price keeps bouncing. Can't break down yet. On a higher view, a reversal has started. Price has already pushed down from the highs, so we enter 3 minutes down with $480. We're playing the breakout. If it stalls, we'll increase expiry and possibly size. We'll see. Still working the breakout. Yes, looks like it's attempting to break support slowly. The green line acts as support, the red as resistance. You can see the chart is in the turning phase and drifting down. Nice move. Choppy sideways, annoying. Okay, it started piercing through, but we're getting little fake outs. Price flirts with the level and stumbles. That's why longer expiry is better here. So price is gradually stepping lower, lower, lower. It's been about 130. Odds look good to finish in profit. Small corrective bounce, understandable. If we mark support here, red, it broke below and the next support is here. We're bouncing from that second level. Makes sense. We'll wait a bit more, about 40 seconds in our case. There, broke lower again and continues down. Tag this level, pierce it, bounce a little, but likely still heading down. A bit of a risky bounce, but it shouldn't touch our strike. We wait. Profit booked, plus $921. Now 30% is $615. Let's do $610 and again 3 minutes down. We can see it continuing the break toward the next level. Our previous level was here, the next one here. But don't be fooled. The next real level is actually at this SuperTrend corner. These corners can be used as approximate levels to trade from. So level here and here. And the next level is here at this corner. In short, SuperTrend inflection points can be treated like levels. We'll wait as price pushes it a bit lower. 120 left. Price is reaching to the second support, but we're still in the money. Small bounce, risky. Okay, back down again. 10 seconds, it's getting dicey. Looks like it's entering correction mode. Whew, that was close, but we kept the win. Let's set $750 and again 3 minutes down, playing the break. After this one, we will likely switch pairs. I'd love to show endless clean breakouts, but corrections do happen and mess with the flow. You could take a 10-minute trade, but narrating every wiggle, oh it's up, oh it's down, isn't that interesting. Tell me what you think in the comments. Personally, I would rather find fresh, clean conditions, more engaging to watch. All for you friends. Looks like the correction is wrapping up, and continuation down resumes. Yes, moving down nicely. Broke this level, 50 seconds. This one's likely to be green, but it still feels a bit edgy. It keeps tapping this level and can't cleanly break it. Let's see, if it flushes into the close, great. It just went up into the close, so I expect it to push it down at the very end. Big divergence. Actually, no. Please don't go sideways, I'm worried it may chop. Good. Hold on a bit more. Win booked. We're around $1,100 now. Again, 3 minutes down. Volume's not big, starting to go sideways. Let's see how this one plays out and decide. Looks like full-on range. Regardless of the outcome, we'll switch pairs after this trade. Drifting lower. 2 candles left. It will either do a small pop to this level or flush into the broader breakout. We wait and hope. Right now, the spread from entry is about 7 points. If this candle drops below here, we can project a drive lower. Now, the spread is almost 10 points. Should stabilize in this area. Either way, we're done with this pair, unless we open something like a 20-minute position. Possible, but not necessary. So, what now? We set the max size available and wait for the result. As expected, it popped to this level. Let me mark it green and reject it. Okay, no point staying here longer. Sadly, that trade went negative. Unlucky. Let's scan. Here, endless downtrend. Here, also down, bouncing from a level. This one has support. So 3-minute put makes sense. We can see a level roughly here. 1. Second bend, level here. And the next SuperTrend bend gives us third level. Voila! 1, 2, 3. Exactly the zones where price hesitated and fought. We'll wait 2 minutes. Final minute left. Small bounce up, but likely continues down. We're chopping in a tight range. After this trade, probably switch again. Right on the edge. We should either change pair next or take a new risk here. Looks like it's rolling down again. 30% here is $1,268. Let's call it $1,200. It's knocking, can't break the next level. Also, the payout dropped. By the way, failing payout is a thing on both OTC and regular pairs. Short term, it can cause whipsaws. Longer term, not that it evens out, but say you have a clean uptrend and suddenly payout drops 7%, 5%, 4%, 3%, 2%, 1%, 10%, it drops. Depending on how much it drops, you can get different kinds of spikes and durations. Example, with a 4% drop, maybe our trade still wins because things normalize quickly. If it drops 10%, 15%, the next few candles might rise first and then resume down. Price hits the level and then goes down again. That's the short version. More precisely, payout doesn't cause the reversal. Actions that precede the payout change do. What actions? Could be anything. On OTC, it's affected by the underlying pair's payout and by user flow into out of the instrument. For example, on Euro USD during your session, 1 to 2 hours, the payout can swing 20 to 30%. And that's normal, especially during news. On our chart, this trade is likely red. No point clinging to these levels. It rejected from our SuperTrend resistance. Exactly. Trade lost. We'll cover it. Check more pairs. Here, strong resistance break. Support is here. On M5, there's still room to rise. Great. So it globally bounced from support and went up. Here we have multiple bends, levels. It broke through and is pushing higher toward the next resistance. Right, the next level is here, and there's a local one too. We calmly hold 3 minutes. Exactly as discussed. Nothing more to add, working nicely, climbing calmly. Final seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, clean and pretty. $1,700. What's next here? Let's take 2 minutes. It broke the levels. Our resistance is here, breaking, and the next is somewhere here. We hold. If it fails, we switch to a more trendy pair instead of waiting forever for a break. We won't take 3 minutes here. Oh no, price bounce. What a cauchemar. Did you know cauchemar is French for nightmare? I'm not kidding. Come on, plus 3,000, plus 3,000, let's go. Why are you fighting this level so hard? Okay, not bad. SuperTrend as level indicator is clear here, but we got a rejection, so we're off to another pair. Going all in. We can do it here. Level break. We see the major resistance and major support. Let's mark them first. And here, it's breaking. We'll mark it red. Potential target is here. No, not there, here. Now we wait. Small correction here. What matters is that this correction ends during our trade. We want it to finish down and give us profit within our expiry. Otherwise, we're left with 0. Yes, hooray! We're flying. Stake 2,300. And we go again, down. Remember, the global context is this. The previous trade won by a miracle, so let's wait. Unfortunately, price is starting to bounce. Resistance sits here and, well, we could risk a short from here. Let's not risk it. Let's open full size on another pair. Alright, this one is almost certainly red. We'll just wait it out. Yeah, sadly, loss. What about this one? Yes, bounce. Here too, bounce. But it's ranging. Let's skip this pair. Break. Bounce once, bounce two. Globally, it makes sense to open down. Resistance is here. And the next support will be here. We go short. Exactly as I said, down it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, 10K. With SuperTrend, we earn it. No extra fluff. Just follow the strategy cleanly, and it worked beautifully. That's how you can use SuperTrend to generate profit.